Hey, you guys, it's Megan from Create Your Future. I'm a mindset coach here at Create Your Future. If you're interested in me helping you manifest what you want in your reality and change your mindset, definitely check out the description link below, as well as some of my self-paced courses. So, you guys, today we are going to talk about some really exciting things. How one of my clients, a success story I want to share, and how one of my clients changed her situations with somebody or specific person with from friends with benefits into more of what she wanted in her reality. And she was able to do that. So get out a piece of paper, take some notes, get some tips, and always intend that you're going to be the next success story and that you also intend that you're going to get something out of this video because that's what I'm intending. All right, guys, so I'm going to just go ahead and dive into this and talk about this. Before I talk, think about some key points. Friends with benefits, okay? When you're wanting to change that, you want to kind of look at what are you saying about the story? Okay, what story are you continuously residing in? What dominant story are you going back to? Are you, when you're thinking about this situation, are you residing back into, hey, we're just friends with benefits over and over again? Or are you really changing the dynamic of the story, how you view the relationship and how you view yourself, your self-concept, and how you view your specific person? Because you want to like change all that in that story you're creating, and you want to make sure your dominant thoughts are being changed into, we are going into this relationship, this person wants to be with me, and that it's not residing on, oh, we're only friends with benefits. It's not getting anywhere. He only wants me or she only wants me for one thing. You want to push past that, and you can do that by changing the story. And also that is looking at your limiting beliefs, okay? And changing the story about your limiting beliefs, or change your self-concept. Maybe you were someone who always had friends with benefits. Well, no, the new version of you is someone who always has a committed relationship and people are always chasing you. So those are some areas to look. And again, I'm available for coaching if you need me to help you figure out where your blocks are and where you're falling short in your manifestation, how to turn any situation around. So I'm going to dive into this and go through this and point out the things here, how she was able to turn her friends with benefits into something different. Hi, I'm writing to Create Your Future to share a recent success story. I started my manifestation journey 6 months ago when I discovered the law of attraction. My specific person, I had been friends with benefits type situation for about 2 years. We had only been out together once, so I guess like out on a date. He would often ignore my calls, text, and say things like we are not dating, etc. Okay, so that was leading her to believe the story of perpetuating from that friends with benefits. He would get cold feet, get scared, become cold. And the time I had manifestation cycles on communication for months at a time, and then I would manifest them right back in. Partly because I would think the worst about him and our relationship. But back then, I had no idea about LOA. One day, I had enough and started watching YouTube videos on how to attract love from a man and found LOA. I started implementing techniques after techniques such as scripting, affirmations, which is all good. But for the first 2 or 3 months, I really hadn't changed my mental diet. I kept thinking negative thoughts about my specific person being with other women and not choosing or wanting me. I would stalk women he followed on Instagram and Facebook to see if he would like their photos and or make comments. I became so obsessed with it. I would even look multiple times a day. And of course, what do you focus on? Guess what? It shows up. 3D was very triggering sometimes. After discovering self-concept work, I slowly got my way out of doing those things. But I had only made small progress with my SP. I started working on inner conversations with my SP, which made a bunch of events happen to bring us closer together in August, but still felt somehow there was some resistance. Things heated up in September, but would go cold. I then contacted Create Your Future and booked a session with Megan. She coached me how to change my thoughts of having my SP chasing me instead of trying to pursue him. In my mind, I had some misconstrued thoughts of him being the prize and pursuing him. Megan coached me to have thoughts of him choosing me, pursuing me, contacting me. I completely stopped stalking social media, only to look at my SP's beautiful face to get better visuals for manifesting. I stopped chasing him and began stabilizing my feeling state of feeling good and feeling free. I wanted to experience my man. I also I can't forget self-concept. She taught me how to change thoughts of me being a prize, as being the secure woman, being in a relationship with him. While at work, my SP started changing, calling, texting. He even became paranoid that I was with someone else and only wanted him for one thing. In the conversations, he would often say, "You just want me for one thing." I had to reassure him that I wanted more. You could see the relief in his face. I've been manifesting vacation or road trip with my SP through visualization for about 6 months now. Then one day I was at work and he texted me asking to take him out of town, go out of town for 4 hours one way to check out a vehicle. Yay! He chose me to spend the whole day with him, which never happened before. It was all I could do to go more than 10 minutes up the road. We talked the whole 10 hours we were together, never a dull moment, laughing and having deep conversations. He said after we got back that he had so much fun and glad we were getting to know each other on such a deeper level. I'm currently still manifesting many more dreams with him, moving in with him, and going on more road trips, and of course, a vacation. I'm still working with Megan. I love Create Your Future. It's such an amazing channel, and I love who I'm working with. Aw, thank you. I love Megan. I'm still working with her. It's such an amazing channel, and I love him working with. Thank you, Megan. I will have more success to share later on. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that in. I appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you. And you did the work, okay? She did the work. And so she, again, was showing up, things were showing up in her reality, and she was reacting, trying to stop, stop basically him cheating on her, choosing other women. And how she thought she would do that would be, going on Facebook and Instagram, which was just reinforcing the self-concept of I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, this person's prettier than me. Why is he not choosing me? Okay, that's reinforcing that self-concept, reinforcing the story, and seeing him as someone that doesn't want to be with her, and seeing him as somebody who only wants one thing. So she went in and did, we really worked on some things with her mental diet, tweaked it, and worked on affirming meant to her to be pursued, to be chosen, and tweak those sort of things, and coach her through those things to help her really understand what that meant and what that looked like to her specifically, as well as getting rid of the limiting beliefs that she wasn't chosen. And that he only wanted one thing. So we had to work on that, as well as working on changing the whole story and seeing him as somebody, who also wanted to have this. And as you can see in her letter, that he reflected back, hey, do you just want me for one thing? He started getting nervous. So guys, after all this time, she had friends with benefits. And, after a session, she was able to put everything together where they were able to go on a road trip, which they had never done, spend 10 hours and just have so much fun and getting to know each other and taking the relationships to a different level they'd never been able to go to. Okay, because she did that, because she realized her thoughts were created. She realized that she had to change her self-concept, had to change a story, be the prize, be someone pursued, take him off the pedestal, put herself there. And that doesn't mean that she was saying anything mean about him. As she said, I started looking at his beautiful face because obviously she wanted to be with him, but she stopped stalking the social media. She stopped telling the story that she wasn't chosen and that he only wanted friends with benefits. She stopped that. That's what the mental diet is about. When it's coming at being aware, switching it, being the person that is chosen, being the person that is getting the relationship they want, being the person that's chosen for that road trip. Okay, and she was able to do that very quickly because she started implementing that mental diet, changing her self-concept, changing the story, and really understanding how her thoughts create. And all you guys all can do the same things, because remember, it's coming from here and being out pictured out there. And again, you don't have to believe this, okay? You just want to start being really observant what you're thinking, and then changing it into the new version and new story of you. Who would you be if you had this? Okay, what would your thoughts be? Like aligned. They would not be thinking, oh, I'm only friends with benefits. You'd be thinking, no, I'm worthy of a relationship. This person wants to be with me. Okay, so change that. So I'm so proud of her. And thank you so much for sending in such a kind letter. And I intend that helped a lot of you guys. So you guys, thanks for tuning in. And again, I'm available for coaching. And the link is in the description below, as well as some self-paced courses. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.